I'm Christine, and The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 was just released. The last movie. Our goodbye to the series. And I just saw it for the second time last night. Let's do this. So The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I can't believe it's happened. It's done. It's over. I've seen it twice. I actually got to go to the premiere, which was so cool. But I didn't get to take any footage. And then I went again last night to the 11:30 showing, and I fell asleep a little bit. Not because of The Hunger Games, because 11:30. So I got some candy, and I was okay. I got some chocolate-covered raisins, and they saved me. This movie. Ooh, look, it looks like she's an eye patch. This movie had the most amazing character posters. I can't tell you enough how much I loved these character posters and the fact that there were photo booths where you yourself could be a character poster. Genius marketing. The Hunger Games marketing team, for real. Round of applause for 4 years of fucking excellence. I'm gonna go into general thoughts here, so don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you don't wanna know anything, you just wanna know my letter grade for my enjoyment was probably an A minus 90%. But my grade as an adaptation of the book would be a definite A+. It adapted that book. It adapted the hell out of that book. It was the book for my eyes. The first time I saw the movie, I did not know what to think. I had these expectations that were so high, blown through the roof into space. Like Iron Man in the first Avengers movie, up there at the end, that's where my expectations were. I actually really wanted them to morph the script a little bit, to change it for the movie. I wanted things to happen differently, just like I want things to happen differently when I reread the book. I'm one of those people that when I read the book the second time, I'm like, maybe they'll be okay this time. Maybe, like, Umbridge isn't gonna take away his broom this time. It's gonna be okay. So watching the movie, I was like, this is my chance. This is my chance to rewrite the book. This is the time something could be different. And it was the same. This was a faithful adaptation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this film wasn't excellent, because I think they did an excellent job with it. The actors were phenomenal, as always. The actors in the Hunger Games film. The directing was phenomenal. Everything was great. It was just the actual story that I was just like, wait, no! That was my reaction after watching it the first time. They didn't change anything. If you haven't read Mockingjay, I would stop watching now because I'm gonna spoil what happens in the book. So in the book, we've got Prim's death and we've got Finnick's death. And Susan always said, or Susan has said, it's been said that Susan has said that she wished she didn't kill off Finnick. And I just thought that maybe Finnick wouldn't die. Maybe he'd die a different way. Finnick's death scene in the film was beautiful. It was so intense. The first time I watched that scene, I jumped like 10 million feet in the air every time there was like, you know, there's a few moments. We get this circling shot of Katniss, this beautiful Katniss kicking ass, just slaying zombie thing after zombie thing. Mutt after mutt. I know they're not zombies, calm down. And it was literally that scene from Catching Fire in the simulator where everyone watched in awe and she just knocked out fake person after fake person, except in real life. Slaying actual monsters. And Finnick slaying ass. When he lost his trident though, man, I couldn't. No. And they had the nerve to put a smidget little clip of Finnick getting taken down in the trailer. And just seeing that clip in the trailer made me think, wait, Finnick can't die if they show him being taken down in the trailer. No. And he just goes the same way he does in the book. And poor baby Finnick. Who's gonna take care of Pina now when he accidentally kills people? Prim's death scene, this is always the most brutal for me. The whole point of everything is just crushed, and I understand that's life. But in this epic franchise film, I didn't want it to work out like this. I didn't want it to work out like life. The whole series happened because Katniss was like, I volunteer so my sister doesn't die. She doesn't even fucking get to the mansion before she's blown up and her sister's blown up and there's nothing she can do, and she wakes up and they've already taken the capital. I didn't love it because I was super depressed and upset that it was the same feeling that I got from the book. Like, that was just rushed. At the end, Prim just died and we didn't even get to like see it. You know, I wanted to see Prim rush in, but we saw it just from Katniss's point of view again. I just wanted it to be different. Did anyone feel the same? Like, anyone really hardcore hoping that it was gonna be different? I was talking to someone about how I felt about it. They were like, you're telling me the thing you didn't like about the movie is that they were too faithful to the source material. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. What do you want from them? I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. I love the opening scene of Mockingjay Part 2. It's so raw and gritty. They feel real. Like the shot of the doctor taking a brace off of Katniss' neck and her speaking, I am Katniss Everdeen. I'm from District 12. Classic Katniss Everdeen. I couldn't even watch her speak. No, you're gonna hurt yourself. Stop. Like when she's struggling to speak. And as a whole, I like the film so much better upon second viewing. When you watch the film for the first time, I feel like the whole end section after Prim dies just feels like, when's the end? Is this the end? Is this the end? Is this the end? The second time, I loved the scene where Katniss goes into Snow's garden and talks to him. And when he coughs on the tissue and we see that he's sick and the blood stain is in the shape of a Mockingjay. Did you see that? When she says, I don't believe you, and he says, Katniss, thought we agreed we weren't gonna lie to each other. That spark, that creepy ass spark in his eye, and Katniss's reaction to it, we know that they both know Snow isn't fucking lying. That boardroom scene with the vote for the symbolic Hunger Games, damn, that was so well done. There's no way in hell she would have let Katniss out there with a bow and arrow if she voted against her symbolic Hunger Games. And that bitch had to die. Jenna Malone. I wanted more Jenna Malone. Johanna is fantastic. I mean, we saw her in Catching Fire, and she just was great. And every time she showed up in Mockingjay Part 2 was amazing. Every scene she's in, she just steals it. She's so good. And I'm disappointed we didn't see more of her because in the book, we have this whole training section that I completely understand why they cut. They wouldn't put Katniss into the army unless she went through military training. And Johanna wanted to do it too. She also went through military training, but she wasn't cleared to go because she was so messed up in the head. So we don't see her again until the end in that boardroom. Her mannerisms, her expressions, her air grabs you. It's so funny. It's so good. She's perfect. Effie in Mockingjay Part 2. I wish we had more of her too, but I don't know where she would have been. She'd have to join their troop, their army. Could you imagine Effie and their troop? The one scene that sticks out to me is the one at the end where Haymitch kisses her goodbye and she says goodbye to Katniss and she watches them go and she tears up. And that's when I started to tear up. I didn't cry until that point. I didn't even cry then. I started to tear up because seeing Effie feel things and be a compassionate human is always beautiful, but I didn't actually cry to that phenomenal scene when Buttercup shows up. Katniss is sleeping on the couch and she hears a noise and she gets up. Buttercup is in the window. She tells him to go away. It's the first time we see her feel. You know, she's just numb up until this point. All the deaths have just happened and she just kept walking. We finally get a vulnerable moment from her. She starts screaming at the cat and chucking shit at him. And he just sits there because he knows that Katniss needs somebody. He needs somebody to grieve with. We almost got a moment before this. Katniss just woke up on that hospital bed after the explosion and her mom was sitting next to her. And she's like, Mom, and it's just this moment of nothingness. Her mom doesn't answer and they go back into being numb. I love when Peter returns and he's planting the primrose outside. I love the scene where Katniss goes out into the forest with her bow and arrow. It's just kind of nice to see her in her element doing the things she does as Katniss again. And we get that shot from the first poster with the bow and arrow right in our face. Right like this. You know what I'm talking about. They do it again right at the end there. And then we get the cave again. If you're not a Hunger Games fan, maybe you didn't notice, or maybe you didn't notice because you were too caught up in all the deaths and stuff, but they're sitting in the house with the door wide open and it's raining. Katniss looks over and you just know that she's thinking back to the cave and those moments with Peeta there that were so nice. I don't know why I'm crying. I didn't cry when I saw it. It was just like a moment to say goodbye to it. It was really nice. I'm glad they did that. A cherry on top of the sundae at the end when Katniss leaves her bedroom and she goes into Peeta's bed and he's like, you love me? Real or not real? Real. I don't know how I feel about the epilogue really. I'm glad we had it in the book because you obviously want confirmation that they were able to move forward and have a life and find the life of a victor, as Effie put it. The movie's so intense, it's so gritty and real, and then to have this jump into the future where everything is kind of just flowers and children running in the meadow, it felt a little weird. I could do with that being cut. I could do with just like, real or not real, you love me. Yeah, real, and cut to the end. That would have been beautiful as well. But I just skipped right over Gale. We have to talk about Gale in this movie really quick because he was so annoying. I was just like, Gale, sit down. I don't have a chance if he doesn't get better. Like, that's the only thing on his mind. If he's gonna get Katniss, stop it. And then she kisses him. It doesn't count. It's like kissing a drunk person. Gale, this is not important right now. He just always had that vibe. Like, Katniss, who are you gonna choose? I guess it's her problem who to choose if we all get out of this alive. I should have taken your place in the Hunger Games so I could have been with Katniss. Don't worry, Peeta, I'll shoot you if it gets down to that. Excuse me? No. I really, really love the scene at the end when he comes to see Katniss after Prim has died. Gale is almost in tears. He knows what he did. He knows that it's unforgivable, that Katniss can't get past this. He knows that Peeta has finally won. Goodbye, Gale. We're done here, bitch. Overall, I think the movie was super well done. I think the set pieces were beautiful. I loved seeing Panam. I loved going through there and watching the pods happen. Bog's death, it was exactly like I imagined it in the book. I love the scene in District 2 where she gets shot. I gasped like a million times during that scene. she had one of her epic speeches. There's no reason why you shouldn't shoot me. I'm tired of being a slave and blah, 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 blah. Oh. Another excellent Katniss speech delivered by Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, comparing it to other franchises, they did a great job with this. Excluding the first movie, they never strayed away from the darkness. They didn't belittle their audience. My favorite scene in the movie is the entire sewer sequence. Oh, I also really liked when Katniss and Gale were in disguise and they were walking through the streets to the mansion. Before you know it, Gale's been captured. I don't remember that happening in the book. I guess it did, but I don't remember it. That moment where he said to kill me and she was going to, but she didn't. I really felt that moment. I was really in that scene. Parachutes come down, and it's another throwback to the first Hunger Games. We're in our third Hunger Games now. We all know that the parachutes are usually good, and then the explosion, and it's all so real. And you see Prim for half a second. I wish we saw more. I wish we saw Prim for like a few more seconds. Those are my two favorite scenes. I'd love to hear what yours are, what you thought of the movie, what your overall grade is. Again, I think I have to go 90%. Please share your thoughts, your feels. My name's Christine. All my social media links are in the description below. I make videos every Tuesday. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye! We could be on the character Damn! Oh man. Come on, thumbtack. Oh, I don't know why I'm crying. And the poster fell down. How long has it been like that? Stop it! That they were able to move on, that they